I'm with professional handball player Killian Carroll. I feel like you're the one to beat this season. You took that Players' Championship. People are all here. You have the target on your back. Do you feel that way at all?
No, not necessarily. I mean,
great, Kara. Thanks.
No, not necessarily. I mean, like, I did beat Paul twice, once in the Players' Championship and at the US Nationals. But then again, there's a lot of players that are still at my level and I still spar with. I wouldn't consider me as being the dominant player in this sport. I mean, I only won two tournaments out of like 8 last year. So I mean, like, I still have a lot to prove and I still have a lot to show before I even consider myself a domineering person like Paul Brady. So I feel that I still need to prove myself a lot more before people can even consider me taking over the sport.
I know we got to talk after the Players' Championship, and you didn't quite feel like you'd really beat him. I feel like there was like a little bit more in you. And then that U.S. Nationals, you did beat him, obviously, but it was like, oh, I knew that you wanted to really have like Paul the beats. And how did that feel to take him down twice? Then it wasn't just that one time; it was the solid twice.
As I said after the interview there, it was like very surreal moment. I mean, it was a dream come true. You know, I beat him in Portland, Oregon, and I kind of knew that he didn't really want it as much because he'd already won the tour, and that you know, I think that he was just kind of being tired towards the end of the season, and he had his hopes up in playing the USHA Nationals. And I knew he really wanted the USHA Nationals, so if I was to pick an event to play him at, it would have been at the USHA Nationals. So I really geared up towards it, and I really knew that he wanted to break the title. So I mean, as in, if there was any place to beat him, it would have been there. So I just kind of put everything there towards it.
I think you're the one player who he's really talked about with having so much respect for, and knowing that you're that younger player who's coming up and has so much talent. How does that feel to you to know that you're held in such high regards?
Well, I feel very honored, but in a sense, I don't consider myself that kind of a player. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of young players that are coming up through the ranks and that should be considered the same way. I mean, I'm just like many people that have come up before. I'm dedicated and I like the sport and I like to keep improving, and I'm pretty sure there'll be a lot more to come. It's just that they're still a bit younger than me and they'll be here very soon, and you know, I'm pretty sure they'll be at my level. But it's kind of just the fact that there's a big gap between me and, you know, some of the older players like Robbie McCarthy, Charlie Shanks, Mondo Ortiz, Luis Moreno. There's kind of like a 3 or 4 year gap. So I think that, like, is in me being one of the youngest, like Martin Mulkerns, you know, the two of us are coming up. So I just think that just because there's a gap, that it's kind of put on our names, but there's definitely a lot more coming that will be like me in a couple of years.
The U.S. Open is kind of one of those one of a kind tournaments we have every year. What does it mean to you? How much do you like this one?
Well, it's definitely my favorite tournament just because it's so well run between the Natty Alvarado and Bruce Fabrizio. They put everything together. It's very professionally done, and it makes us feel like real professionals coming to this tournament because everything is properly. They always have like line judges lined up. They always have referees, and you know, courts are always in tip-top shape, and you know, you got towels, services, and the whole lot. It's just incredible.
You're one of the most fun to watch, so I look forward to it this weekend. Thank you so much for talking to me.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you, Kara.
Yeah.